Hey everyone, welcome back to ACT Math Quick Hits, where you can make this one small change and watch a video a day. It doesn't cost you any money, only costs you a little bit of time, and you're going to help improve your ACT math score. There's a rundown of the math section of the ACT, and let's get back into it for today. Alright, so it tells us the figure shows triangle ABC, a right isosceles triangle, inscribed in a circle with center O, radius 10. What is the length in centimeters of arc AB shown as the thick curved line? Well, it's not very thick, right? But the curved line between A and B is what we are looking for. So a couple important pieces of information they tell us that will help us answer this question is that we have a right isosceles triangle. So since it's a right isosceles triangle, that means that we are going to have a right angle. Let's get it drawn. A right angle there at angle A. It shows us those two tick marks for AB and AC. So that tells us that this angle and this angle need to be congruent. So remember that all angles of a triangle have to add up to 180. So if we have 90 for the red, the other two blue pieces have to be the exact same. So if you wanted to do this algebraically, we have a 90-degree angle plus, we'll just call them x, two angles that are equal to x, right? We don't know them, and that has to be equal to 180. So if we solve for this, subtract 90, divide by 2, we end up with x equals 45. So each of those angles are 45 degrees. All right, so that's what's going to help us solve this question. So remember, we're looking for this arc. It says the bolded arc, right? I'll just draw it in yellow here. This is the arc that we are looking for. So in order for us to do this calculation, we have to remember we have a formula for arc length. So the piece I use is theta, which just means the angle measure, divided by 360, and then that gets multiplied by 2 pi r. So our angle measure, we might think is 45, but because this angle, let's go, right, it's angle C, right, so it's this angle here that we're associating. Because this is inscribed on the angle, and then we're talking about the arc on the other side of it, we actually use 2 times theta, right? So that's our formula we use for that. So our theta piece needs to be 2 times 45 all over 360, and then times 2, and then pi, and then they tell us in the problem that our radius is 10. So this is the formula we would have. So 2 times 45 would give us 90. So 90 over 360 times 2 pi times 10. So Desmos is going to help us do this calculation, right? It doesn't help us remember all these formulas. So we had 2 times 45, which we said was 90. We'll multiply that by 2. And then, let's see, we've got to find pi. Oh, actually, I can just type in pi, right? And Desmos knows I want to deal with pi. And then times 10. And we end up with 15.707. We go down here and like, oh, well, all these are in terms of pi. So I don't want pi written in there, right? I'll just take pi out and leave it as part of my answer. So whatever I get, I need to multiply by pi. There we go, 5 pi would be our correct answer, D. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. I know that these math ACT prep videos aren't the most exciting thing out there, but your future self will appreciate it if you like and subscribe. That way you can keep getting these quick hits, learn about the ACT, learn a little bit of math, learn when Desmos is going to help us. All right, thanks, everyone.